Hello and welcome. You're watching Business Today Television. I'm Sakshi Batra and this is Market Today, a show where we'll help you understand the opening action, the trading setup and all the market strategies that you need to follow this for this fresh and new day. Now remember, Indian equity indices did end yesterday with strong gains on September 9, Nifty above 24,850. This was largely led by the IT stocks, pharma and the FMCG names as well. In fact, with yesterday's gains, we are sitting on a 5-day gaining streak, albeit a lot of consolidation has actually played out over the last 5 days as well. Now, the markets face the prospects of again reacting to more remarks being made by US President Donald Trump on his relations with India. Now, remember, Donald Trump has written on Truth Social that both the countries will continue to negotiate and he looks forward to speaking with his good friend, that's Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Now, remember, Prime Minister Narendra Modi also in a post on Twitter or X has highlighted that India and the US as close friends and natural partners. He also expressed confidence that the ongoing trade talks will unlock the limitless potential of bilateral relationship, and that's going to be the focus of the markets again in trade today. Remember, Modi has also said that teams from both the sides are working to conclude the discussion soon and has added that he looks forward to speaking with President Donald Trump, reaffirming a joint commitment to a brighter and more prosperous future for both the nations as well. Now, on the other hand, remember, Bloomberg has also reported saying that Donald Trump has on the other side, flip side, threatened to impose India and China with 100% tariffs. And that's if the EU also does the same to bring Russia to the negotiating table. So there are these contradicting statements that are coming in and the markets will be reacting to all of those as well. Let's welcome our guest on board. Mr. Gaurang Shah is joining in from Geojit Investments, and he's going to be sharing with us a whole lot of perspective on the markets and how to navigate through these fresh and new statements. Warm welcome to you, Gaurangji, and good to have you with us yet again. Well, we are seeing Donald Trump at it again. There are two flipping statements at this point in time. On the one hand, he's calling India a great friend. He's calling Prime Minister Modi a great friend as well. And he's looking forward to a cordial, breakthrough that could happen on the trade talks. And on the flip side, he was also saying that, we could also impose 100% tariffs if we have to bring back Russia to the negotiating table. How do you see both these statements now?
Yeah, hi Sakshi, morning. And his so-called sidekick Navarro has called BRICS a blood-sucking nation or a group. You should not forget that also, right? So let Navarro and Trump say what they have to say. I think there is certain level of maturity, Sakshi, that I believe Indian Prime Minister has held up to. Of course, to a certain extent, our External Affairs Minister, Mr. Jaishankar, had to level out things and say appropriate statements just to counter whatever US has been alleging India for. So before I go any further, let me give you a small disclosure about our recommendation that I'll be giving on the show, that all recommendations are a part of our research team recommendations. Our company, Geojit or I, we do not have any personal investments in any of the recommendations that will be given across. No financial interest, no conflict of interest either, but we give recommendations to our clients on similar lines. They might hold their position. So it's not surprising, Sakshi, isn't now? I mean, it's become a regular affair. Trump is known to play his trumpet with respect to his tantrums or his tariffs. To no extent. Whether it is he's in tune or he's out of tune, it doesn't matter to him. And it doesn't matter to his sidekicks also, whether it is Navarro or anybody else. So I think we have been matured enough. We have not gone down to the levels that US President or his sidekicks have gone down to. We have held our position quite smartly and very well and with dignity and respect, let me say this. Okay, fine. He's made this statement on whichever social media has made this statement. Of India and US being great friends and Prime Minister Modi being a very good friend of his. I wonder where was all this wisdom some time back, right? And even now, as a matter of fact, I would take it with a pinch of salt. And on the flip side, Bloomberg has reported that US might impose 100% tariff on on China and India for its import of crude oil from Russia. So, I mean, let him walk the talk. And then we'll take it forward. And markets have more or less, now factored even whatever he says overnight. So my sense is that let us just continue with whatever we are doing, and trade talks will take care of itself as and when they happen. Uh, and like both the teams are working together to iron out the issues. So we have taken our step forward. I think it is their turn to step forward now.
Absolutely. Now, Gaurangji, help us understand by way of a reaction to the markets and how the way forward is for the Indian markets. What are you looking at as key triggers? You know, we've had such positive macro data back home. We've had reforms that have been taken back home. Yet at the same time, we are finding that the markets are facing a lot of resistance around 24,850 and 25,000. You know, we again, with any slight negative news, we again slip below and we are unable to cross that on a decisive level. So what are the triggers? What do you think the markets are hinging that factor on to, to be probably maybe able to again soar higher above 25,000 yet again and maybe make another attempt to reach to all-time highs, sir?
Yeah, so I think 22nd of September would be a day wherein it will be a day of reckoning. And I hope that with all due respect, the sectors pass on the benefit of the GST rate cuts that have been happening. They have been speaking about it, Sakshi. That's going to be very, very important. And the government has also mentioned that they will take more steps, Sakshi. This is not the end. That's what we were discussing, right, about last week when we just heard about the changes that the government wants to do with GST 2.0. And the government and the finance minister and the prime minister in the same length and breadth have said that these are not this is not the end of the road. There will be more reforms that will be coming in. There will be more policy changes that will be put in place. And whatever needs to be done to support India's growth story, to support consumption, to support corporate earning, and more importantly, the common man on the street, for to have an ease of life, an ease of doing business. So I think that will be done. So let's take it as it comes. From exactly 1 month from now, I believe from 10th of October, we'll have the second quarter earnings unfolding. That's going to be a very important factor, Sakshi, because a lot depends upon how the earnings are going to pan out. And the third thing that I would want to look forward is minus US, how are we going to take things forward with Russia and China? And of course, from the rest of the world in terms of signing an EFTA, that is European Free Trade Agreement, and how do we take it forward from there? For me, triggers from US would be the last one in this wish list of mine.
Okay, and the markets have already started on a positive footing as far as the pre-open trade is concerned. We are 200 points higher as far as the pre-open tick is seen. 25,000 is with us. So there's a sharp uptick that is indicative of a gap up opening in trade today. And let's see whether that sustains for the large part of the session, or will it be again seen into turning into profit booking mode as well. So we'll keep an eye out on that, and of course we'll be coming back to a lot of other sectors and the news flows there as well. But we're also looking at a few sectors that Gaurangji highlighted, that the key trigger or the moment of reckoning will be September 22nd to see how the festive season demand really perks up on the back of the reforms taken. So let's start off by understanding from you, Gaurangji, the biggest beneficiary so far that has shown itself is the auto space thus far. In terms of a reaction to the GST cuts, most of the companies have already announced that they are going to be passing on the benefits. We now have even a Bajaj Auto, Eicher also talking about the same. It was M&M, Tata Motors, and even Toyota for that matter initially, and now more and more companies announcing. Some of them in fact already started to pass on the rates even before September 22nd. That has another debate to follow as to how are they managing that with the cess issue. But overall speaking, within the auto pack, where are you positive on, sir, on the back of these reforms?
So I think it's going to be across the board, Sakshi. And autos was something that we were positive even before all these reforms were put in place, right? We discussed about it. And, right from the time that fear of auto ancillary sector being a victim of whatever President Trump does in the United States of America with respect to tariff. So we were positive then, we're positive now. I think more details have come through in the last couple of days. And as we go towards 22nd of September, we'll have more clarity. Some companies, yesterday I was reading some reports, actually have already started to give out a figure in terms of how much the difference is going to be uh, before pre 22nd September and post 22nd September
Okay.
2025. So I think all your entry level two-wheelers, three-wheelers, four-wheelers with a limited amount of CC and length uh, will become cheaper by default. And always, on auto sector, the big positive is whenever we have a great monsoon, the demand from semi-urban and rural India becomes quite strong, and that reflects on two-wheeler, three-wheeler, UVs, and tractor and agri equipment. So, positive on all marquee names. I wanted to ask you one question. I'll come to that later. But, uh, positive on TVS Motors, Bajaj Auto, Hero MotoCorp, Eicher Motor, positive on Tata Motor, M&M. I think Tata Motor more so because I think now the positivity will start emerging with respect to the UK Free Trade Agreement and, of course, the positivities of UK and US trade agreement. Maruti is, of course, Mr. Bhargava has spoken about how two models, I believe, Alto and one more, is Wagoner, if I'm not mistaken, is going to become cheaper. Agri equipment is going to be cheaper. I wanted to ask you one thing. Have you seen a Tesla in Delhi?
I haven't yet. I haven't yet. It's too far from here. It's in the Aero City, so I haven't yet. But remains to be seen, now that the EV space is not taxed as high as it was expected earlier, maybe some of the high-end cars will actually come in. I think the first delivery is already done in Delhi of the Tesla. So we'll have to see on the roads and spot it on the roads. I don't have an intention to go. Something which I can't buy, Gaurang, what exactly? Why should I go and look at that also? So, maybe I'm interested in looking at some of the cars that are getting cheaper. Let's see what happens there.
So one thing that I got a little bit disappointed, I was quite excited and looking forward to a more rational GST structure approach towards EVs. Unfortunately, I just made a statement that these are not the end of the reforms. I think these are just the beginning of the reforms, Sakshi. So maybe we might see, EV related reform also coming through because we have decisively shifted towards reducing our carbon footprints. And Prime Minister Modi is quite uh, confident that India will move much further and much faster towards reducing its carbon footprint. So, with that point of view, and of course with our dependency, also we need to reduce in petrol, diesel, ICE engines as we call it. So let's hope something will be done for EVs as we go forward.
Absolutely. So apart from the autos as well, what's the bump up that you expect in the consumer durables and FMCG? Now, both these spaces have been, long in a consolidated phase. How do you see these two sectors really reacting, and any key stocks that you're watching out for? There is a hope that this time around there could be a bumper festive season. Amazon, Flipkart is already aligning their own big billion days and great festival season sales on September 22nd, 23rd itself in Navratri. So they are also hoping to get a lot of benefit from these GST rationalization, rate cuts that we are seeing across the board. Your sense on FMCG consumer durables?
So again, dividing the two between the discretionary and non-discretionary. So your non-discretionaries you need to spend on your masalas and your ghee and your tel and your atta, rice, pulses, etc.,
Yeah.
etc. So we are positive on ITC, positive on Tata Consumer, positive on Godrej Consumer, positive on HUL, just to name a few. On the discretionary side, uh, Blue Star, Voltas, Titan. Not to forget, gold is at 110. I don't know whether you visited your family jeweler or not. You're not listening to what I've been saying, Sakshi.
I
Anyways.
know I should have. Now I feel FOMO.
Yeah, so Titan is something, all these names we've been positive on both the discretionary and non-discretionary.
Absolutely, you rightly pointed out. I mean, gold and silver both. I mean, skyrocketing. There's no stopping. Already a 40% of a rally for gold this year so far. Vis-a-vis flattish to a positive kind of a return in equities. I think last 2 years, gold and silver have really outperformed by a huge margin to all the other asset classes. I mean, we are not comparing Bitcoin or crypto for that matter because we don't consider it as a mainstream asset class. But others, I mean, like by huge margin. What are you suggesting to all our viewers? Should one go with the jewelry stocks, gold financiers, go for direct gold ETF, silver ETFs at this point as well? Because now the fear is I don't know at what level will we see Diwali and Dhanteras on gold, and whether there will be any people there flocking the gold jewelers at that time.
No, so Sakshi, look, first of all, I was just talking to a couple of my good old friends who are in this profession in which I am in. Uh, and they always told me one thing, even my boss, to be very honest. Uh, I don't know whether I mentioned this to you or not. Other than equity, amongst the precious metal, gold was something that excited me. So I started tracking gold from 2007-8. That time the price was, I believe, 7,000-8,000 rupees for 10 grams. So it has become 11 times or 12 times now that we are speaking. So these guys, they told me then, they tell me now that Gaurang, you are stupid being bullish on gold. So I have only one sentence to tell them that, sometimes being stupid is wiser.
Yeah.
Rather than not being stupid. So, okay, to answer your questions, Sakshi, I think gold is heading upwards. There is still more headroom left. It depends upon what time frame, what perspective you are looking at. And I've always mentioned one thing, that don't look at gold or don't compare gold or silver with your returns to an asset class called equity, because they are not comparable. Okay, so you need to have a different approach when you invest in gold and silver, or even as a matter of fact, platinum. Sakshi is something that I'm started to get
Yes,
excited
you've talked
about,
about
because
it. Yes.
it's not really something that Indian consumers have a liking towards, because it looks like silver, but
Yeah.
it is pricier than gold. But I think that's another precious metal that will start moving upwards. So whether to buy gold finance companies, or whether to buy gold jewelries. So my simple approach is, Sakshi, that you are buying all these three, or you are planning to buy all these three with one perspective in mind, that's gold. Okay, that's your underlying security. So when you buy gold, physical gold, or gold ETFs, or gold sovereign bonds, there is the purity is at its best. But when you go towards gold finance companies, there is a problem of RBI regulation, which keeps on changing and hurting the sentiments. And when you buy gold jewelry, purity is again a big question mark. So for me, if you ask me, if you're making gold, I mean, if your thought process is gold as an asset class,
Yeah.
then why don't you go for gold? I mean, government has just announced, I believe, a new series of sovereign bonds, or you can go for gold ETFs, or you have gold mutual funds. So you can choose either of these.
Okay. So, Gaurang, there was this very interesting question from one of our viewers yesterday. I want to toss that question again to you. Yesterday was in anticipation of the iPhone 17 launch. Now that it is launched, it even makes more sense to ask that question. So, the viewer question was, I have over ₹1,00,000 to invest in. Should I go for an iPhone 17? Should I go for gold and silver, or should I go for equities? How would you advise that investment, and where should that money go?
So how much was the amount? Sorry, was it lakh or 2
Over a
lakhs?
lakh rupees, yeah.
I think he should go for gold.
Okay.
Because your iPhone 11 was there, you had iPhone 12, you had iPhone 13, 14, with 16 will also be 17 will also become a history after some time, because you
Yes.
will have iPhone 18 coming. And technology is something which evolves much faster, right? So it's better he goes for gold. That's my logical approach. Maybe he'll be able to buy an iPhone 22 after some time.
Yeah. Absolutely, with all the returns and maybe more than one iPhones is what he could actually look to buy with that investment. That's a fair advice. I hope all our viewers are also getting a sense of how to really look at lump sum investment at this stage. Markets have settled in the pre-open. Just to look at them, slightly below the 25,000 mark. We are at 24,991. All the sectors still hovering higher. So hoping for a broad-based pickup in the momentum right when the markets open. You could also see a lot of stocks that are higher. Kotak Mahindra Bank, remember that's going to be in focus because of the block deal window. About 50.9 lakh shares worth 989 crores have exchanged hands at 1941 in the block deal window. So 0.6 percent or 1.5% higher in trade. Yes, at 1984 right now for Kotak Mahindra Bank. Keep an eye out on that one. We could also look at some momentum on Eternal, L&T. L&T is on the radar of brokerage houses again. Adani stocks also could also be in focus. Adani Enterprises and Adani Ports. Those are the other names that could be in focus as well. Let's talk about Kotak Mahindra, the large deal that's taking place. How are you looking at this one? And of course, it's the Japanese major that's exiting, some stake there, Sumitomo Mitsui. How are you looking at that aspect, Gaurang?
Sakshi, whether it is a large investor exiting a particular stock, whether it is a promoter exiting a stock. For example, very recently, Gangwal
Yes.
family sold into, Interglobe Aviation, or whether it is an entry exit from the MSCI or Nifty 50 or anything. These are all momentary things, right? My question is whether these kind of deals are going to have any kind of meaningful impact on the earnings of that particular company. No. So these reactions are only there for that 30 seconds or there that maybe 1 day or maybe 1 hour. After that, we again come back to the basics. We come back to the work table and start looking at the numbers. So again, since we are speaking about Kotak Mahindra Bank, let me give a disclosure. We do have a positive view on Kotak Mahindra Bank from a long-term point of view.
Okay, a positive view on Kotak Mahindra Bank from long-term perspective as well. We'll definitely keep an eye out on it. I think 30 seconds and we'll see the markets open, viewers. So keep an eye out on all the stocks that are in news. We will be looking at that very clearly in trade today. So look at maybe stocks like ICICI Prudential Life. The board is going to be meeting on September 12 to consider fundraising through NCDs. Keep an eye out on that. Sun Pharma, there's a US FDA that has classified Halol plant as official action that has indicated, and the facility remains under import alert till there is a CGMP coming in. The markets have started to take higher, 100 points higher, 24,977 is what we see, 0.4% up in trade. All the sectors are higher in trade right at the open. We have Adani Ports as the top mover, over 1% higher. Kotak Mahindra Bank up by over 1%. Eternal is higher by 1% as well. L&T and BEL, another one that's hovering higher. Which are the top losers right at the open in the markets? Only one, that's Sun Pharma, on the back of the news that I just read, that there is an import alert on the Halol plant from US FDA that continues to reel under pressure, but it's a broad-based rally. Look at IT stocks that were the heroes of the show yesterday. Another 1% higher for the IT pack in trade again. Look at even real estate, that's also hovering almost 1% higher. Broader markets are in fact outperforming the benchmarks. Small caps and mid caps 8-10% higher in trade. That's the kind of move that you're seeing on that front as well. India VIX is lower in fact by 0.6 odd percent at this point in time. Let me just quickly look at some of the stocks within the small caps basket that are hovering higher in trade. You have Welspun Living 7% higher. PCBL Chemical, that's up. You have Go Digits General Insurance, that's higher. Poonawalla FinCorp, some railway related stocks like Titagarh Rail Systems, that's also moving up in trade. Anything from the broadest index, the Nifty 500 names that we could mark out? Yes, there is almost 14.9% or 15% kind of a move on Epic's Frozen Foods. Remember, there's a news flow there. Avanti Feeds is also higher on the back of the same news. You also have Vikram Solar, one of the recently listed stocks, that's 7% higher in trade. Gokaldas Exports from the textile space is also moving up in tandem. Welspun Living is another one that's also on the move at this point in time. Oracle Financial Services, that's another one that's hovering higher in trade. Electrotherm, that's another one. And we also have some other names that are higher in trade. Many of them that are actually taking up with smart moves there. Let's find out whether we have Mr. Kiran Jani to share with us the technical perspective in the markets. He's the head of technical research at Jenam Broking. Is he with us yet? Yes, Kiran is with us. Good morning to you, Kiran. Good to have you with us. Kiran, your sense on the market opening today, what would you do? Are you on mute by any chance, Kiran? We couldn't hear you at all.
Good morning, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, we can hear you now. Please go ahead.
Okay. So basically, if you look at the market structure since couple of days, market is trading into the higher of higher bottom pattern with the higher volatility, no doubt about it. But today's opening is above its all maintained resistance. If you look at the Bank Nifty was not able to cross 54,300, 400 kind of a level. Today market is opened above that level and is sustaining also. So that is a very good sign for today's market. So any dip for today is going to be a buy for sure. And whatever the dip market has created or a panic bottom has created after today's closing, if market on closing basis holding 54,500 for Bank Nifty and for Nifty 24,900, then we can expect this rally should continue. And on Bank Nifty, we are expecting target of somewhere around 55,200 to 55,300 in upcoming time. And for Nifty, 25,100 to 25,200 can be achievable marks for after today's opening. We can able to understand this kind of a target should come into the market. Coming to the sector wise, autos are doing very good, but within the auto four-wheeler stocks and within the four-wheeler stock, you can see Tata Motor has given a fresh breakout. So you can keep an eyes on Tata Motor. Inverted head and shoulder pattern breakout is there. Stock price is trading somewhere around 716, 15. Any dips towards 710 would be the great opportunity to enter into
Okay.
Tata Motor. Keep very strict stop loss below 700, and if 700 is intact, then we can expect 750, 760 kind of a target on Tata Motor also. So overall market looks very much promising. Buy on the dip with the preferred strategy.
Okay, got that. Gaurang, coming to you, I was reading up these all names, which have earlier been impacted by that 50% tariff announcement. The textile names, the shrimp feed exporters as well. All of them have started to move up from yesterday and today. Again, the entire space is up. Probably the softened stance of Donald Trump really leading to again some hopes, and there are also some hopes that the government might bring in some relief package for these exporters. Finance minister has also indicated that they don't want to leave these exporters high and dry in a situation when they are impacted with external, tariffs like 50%, which are unsustainable or even higher than that. How are you looking at the support that could come in for this entire space from back home, from the government, and a softened stance on the tariff front?
So I think some of the efforts have put in place by, I think, reducing the duties on cotton. Uh, there is more that is going to happen, like I mentioned, into the future. One company that I can speak about, since you asked me about textile sector, our research team has a positive coverage on Raymond's. But Sakshi, I would say that uh, you need to just wait out in terms of what the government is going to do with policies, because government doesn't want to do just things for the sake of it. I think it's wants to have a long lasting positive impact. So while we have certain issues with respect to what Trump and tariff is doing, but just wait out for a while to have more clarity.
Okay, fair point. So wait it out for some more clarity and only then approach these talks. Technically, Kiran, would you look at a Vardhaman, after 7% moves, or a Wellspun Living after 8% kind of a move, and many of these even shrimp feed exporters, Avanti Feeds, we're looking at Apex Frozen Foods. How are you looking at these smart moves, and should one participate in this trading, just for a trading idea?
For trading ideas, we would like to highlight our view on textile companies for sure. If you look at the
Okay.
textile company, because there is a festival season is coming, is going to start now, already
Yes.
started. So because of that, we feel that in textile industry, we can see some good fundamental tailwinds. Apart from that, if you look at the technical point of view, there are some breakouts are coming on. We are already seen on Aditya Birla Fashion. Now coming to the Arvind Limited, if you look at the Arvind Limited chart pattern, it has given a breakout from falling wedge, and steady stock price is trading above its 20 days moving average after a month. I can see we can see that also. Secondly, if you look at the momentum indicator, that is also trading into the bullish zone. So multiple factor we can see on Arvind Limited as of now at current market price. Historical support of 310 prices were trading below that, and now today prices is reclaiming that previous support and now which is created as a resistance. So if prices keep continue trading above 310, then we can expect some good amount of rally on Arvind towards 350, 360 level. So Arvind can be good candidate at current market price. As we discussed, Aditya Birla, if you look at the Aditya Birla fashion, that is also given a very good breakout on daily price chart. A double bottom pattern breakout happened at 82. After that breakout, we can see prices facing a resistance of its 200 days moving average somewhere around 19 rupees. So any dips towards 88, 87 would be the great buy. Keep a strict stop loss below 86, and we can expect a price target of 105, 1010 in upcoming time. And lastly, Vardhan Textile. Here also you can see prices were into the consolidation zone since a long time, and now it is giving a breakout from double bottom pattern breakout. So at current market price, you can go long on Vardhan Textile also. 410, 405 would be the strict stop loss. If prices is holding those level, then we can expect 500 kind of a rally on Vardhan also. So it
Fair
would be the
point.
preference. First you go with the Arvind, then Aditya Birla, and lastly Vardhan.
Fair point. Noted that, Kiran. Let me come back to Gaurangji, and this time I wanted to focus on the IT pack. From last couple of sessions, this space has been really buoyant. Of course, this was also largely led by the buyback announcement that Infosys has made today. Again, the index is up by about 2%. I think the index has risen the most in the last couple of sessions. In the last 4 months perspective, we've seen a lot of consolidation play out, and from last couple of sessions, again, the focus has returned. Even right now, if you look at IT index is up by nearly 2%. Wipro, TCS, HCL Tech, they are among the top 3 movers on the Nifty right now. We'll start off by taking your overall view, Gaurangji, on the IT sector right now. And of course, on Infosys as well, with respect to the buyback announcement. This is the 5th buyback that the company has announced. Remember, the stock is down by 20% this year so far on the back of US slowdown worries, the earnings momentum that slowed as well. Will this help counter that slowdown? What does it mean for the shareholders? Will it boost investors' confidence? And how would you really look at it? Of course, details are awaited, whether what is the size of it, what is the price at which this one will come, whether it will be through a tender route or open market. We are yet to see all of those details. But how are you looking at this opportunity, sir?
See, even during the last four buybacks, we had maintained our stance, which was very, very clear, that if you're a long-term investor, stay invested. And I will say it for the 5th time also, and maybe 6th time also, as and when that buyback happens, that if you're a long-term investor, stay invested. With respect to the question on IT sector and its impact, US impact. So my understanding, Sakshi, and I hope I'm right on that, and I very clearly mentioned it even last time, that IT sector may go through a little bit of pain or consolidation, however you want to look at it, for next 3 to 6 months, till the time we have much clarity in terms of how the US economy is shaping up and whether Mr. Powell, who is pushed in the corner for a rate cut, does deliver on that rate cut. But overall, we remain sectorially, we remain positive on IT. We are positive on large cap, mid cap, and small cap IT companies. You need to have a little bit of more patience, 3 to 6 months, to understand the performance of Indian IT companies. And if you finally decide to get invested, have at least 1.5 year plus kind of time horizon to get a meaningful impact from your return.
Okay, fair point. Quickly, Kiran, if you could also mark, would you play this rally, the current rally in the IT stocks? Which stocks are coming onto your radar for a trading view?
So for the trading view or for the investment view, large cap would be the preferred choice. No doubt, because of the buyback news, Infosys has given a very good short covering rally from the lower level. So still Infosys looks very much promising. Any dips towards 1500 would be the great buy. Keep a strict stop loss below 1500, and if 1500 is not broken down, then we can expect price target of 1600. One more large cap stock which we are liking, that is a TCS. If you look at the TCS price chart, the stock price trading into the falling channel, or we can also see a falling wedge with the multiple positive divergence. Yesterday, after the buyback news of the Infosys, we can see there is a bullish candlestick formation yesterday on TCS. Today, the follow-up buying is also coming. There is a resistance of 3150. Once the 3150 crosses on TCS, then we can expect a good short covering rally on TCS. So TCS would be the on our radar at current market price. You can go long add more once the price crosses 3150, and after crossing 3150, keep a strict stop loss of 3100, and you can expect price target of 3300 in short time. So definitely TCS is on our radar.
Fair point. Gaurangji, let's also shift focus to the primary market as well. Three IPOs that are opening up today. You have Urban Company, we have Shringar Mangal Sutra, and we also have DevX. That's a office space, a co-working space company as well. Are you looking at any? And Urban Company, which has become really an urban household name because of formalizing of the household services now, at least for all of us who live in the metros for sure. How are you looking at it?
Well, so honestly, I mean, Sakshi, my team has not been able to come out with an IPO note. So I won't go into specifics of whether to subscribe or not. But out of all these names, three names that you mentioned, um, I think Urban looks more urbanized.
Okay, fantastic. All right, we'll look at it. Kiran, do you have any report that you've come out from your JM broking on any of the companies on IPO at all?
No, we are not covering any of these IPOs.
Okay, okay. We'll leave it for another discussion then. Gaurangji, before we let you go, then help us understand what are you playing big with as far as this upcoming festive season is concerned. What's your suggestion to the investors at large?
Uh,
Maybe you can tell
Good.
us where are you spending money?
Well, I've stopped spending and I've started investing, Sakshi. I've increased my SIPs, whatever I do every month. And I think that's more smart way to approach a festive season. So I'm taking care of my future. My present is good enough.
Fantastic, and we hope for an even brighter future with your consistent investments there, and with your guidance we also hope our viewers' future also turns out to be as good, sir. Thank you so much. Appreciate your time with us as always on Business Today.
Thank you. Thank you, Sakshi. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right, Kiran, first 15 minutes of a candle nearly formed. Your sense of where are we going? Nifty is at the day's high point, 24,988. But the question is that whether we will be able to sustain this kind of a move. Remember, today is a sandwich day between two expiries, the Nifty expiry that took place yesterday and Sensex, which happens tomorrow. So how are you looking at it?
So if you consider about the sandwich day, definitely we are expecting high volatility only, because not on Nifty, but on Bank Nifty, we are very much expecting this good move should continue. Because the reason being is that since last 7 days, Bank Nifty tested 54,200 to 54,400 almost three times. And market every time, whenever Bank Nifty touches those level, after that there is a furious price corrections is happened. So now at after the 15 minutes, market is still holding 54,400. So we are sensing that some good short covering rally should happen on Bank Nifty. If you look at the 54,500 call writer, there is a maximum open interest we can see. So those open interest should now get start unwinding, and once it start unwinding, we can expect a good rally towards 55,000 also. So we are keep an eye on Bank Nifty. Within Bank Nifty, PSU stocks look very much attractive at current level. So SBI is our preferred pick at current market price within the Bank Nifty. Look at the current market price, 810, 812. If you look at the intraday chart, there's ascending triangle pattern breakout is there. If stock price keep continue trading above its 810 level, then we can expect price target of 830, 840 in upcoming time. So definitely Bank Nifty, and within the Bank Nifty, PSU bank stock looks very much attractive.
Okay, fair point. PSU banks, you are actually looking at 8-10% of a move on the higher side. IT and PSU banks are the top movers, at least in trade, at least for now. Let me also pull up some of the other. Okay, so auto and consumer durables are now slipping lower. Remember, even yesterday, viewers, these two pockets that were riding high on the GST rationalization move is seeing some profits being taken off. It's continuing even in today's trading session. So keep one eye out on that as well. Let me look at what else is buzzing on the Nifty. It's Geo Financial Services that's higher by 1.3%, apart from the high-tech names that we are looking at on the positive move. But some auto names have slipped, like Tata Motors, Maruti, M&M, Hero, Eicher, Bajaj. In fact, top 5, 6 movers on the Nifty on the lower end are from the auto pack. So you are clearly seeing a profit booking mood that's taking place there. Within the broadest index, anything else that's come up interesting apart from the ones that we've taken? Okay, ITDC. This is also one stock that has been consistently moving higher in trade over the last couple of sessions, another 6% higher in trade today. Kiran, tourism space, travel space, hospitality, what is looking good to you in this space?
See, hotel stocks are looking very much. Chalet hotels chart patterns are very much promising at current market price. If you look at prices, has given a breakout from ascending triangle pattern from 900 level. After that breakout, stock price made a high of 1050, and now again the stock price is making a flag pattern. So until and unless prices is not breaking below 1000 rupees, you can go long at current market price. Expecting target is somewhere around 1200 to 1300 with the strict stop loss of 1000. So Chalet Hotel looks very much promising, and even hotel industry looks very much promising as the festival seasons begins. Apart from that, as you discuss about the profit booking moves are coming on auto, but we can see some sectorial churn. Sorry, I'm taking some more time to answer, but we can see some sectorial rotation. After auto, we can see the ride is taking take over by the IT and pharma. Since yesterday, IT is doing very well. Even pharma is doing very well. You can see Dr. Reddy has given a fresh breakout. Sun Pharma is doing very good. Cipla again coming to this previous breakout level. So a trader or investor should play very smartly. Now auto has given already the good move. So within the auto, you should not go aggressive. You identify the stock which are still not performed. So the catch up rally should come. But over and above, we feel that IT and pharma will take over the market, and within the other sector, PSU Bank or Bank Nifty can help market to go lift. So we can shift from auto to IT and the pharma.
Okay, fair point. So there is a shifting that's taking place, and that's what you should be also looking at least at this point in time as well. Look at more names from the textile space. Adding on, you have Nahar Spinning Mills now about 5% higher, joining the entire space. Gokal Das is already higher. Wellspun Living is already up and about in trade from the textile space. So a lot of move that's taking place here. Apart from this, we are also looking at the shrimp feeds and exporters of kind of fisheries is also higher in trade at this point in time. So we are looking at that aspect too. Let me also pull up some of the other spaces, mid caps. Let me, or Nifty next 50 names too, to see where the move is here. Okay, you have auto ancillary names like Samvardhan that's also taking higher in trade, at least for now. You have Info Edge, you have Adani stocks. In fact, we can focus on the Adani stocks now, Kiran. Adani Ports Enterprises were both up right in the morning trade or opening trade. And we are now looking at Adani Power, Adani Energy Solutions, Adani Green Energy, all of it moving up in tandem. Is focus returning to this space at all?
Yes, definitely. If you look at the Adani stock price, we are liking two stocks, and the both the stocks within when the price when the market was very high volatile or negative structure. Whereas two stock were holding is 200 days moving average and overall bullish structure. This one is Adani Port and another is the Adani Power. So both stocks are on our radar since couple of days. If you look at Adani Port chart price, it has given a breakout from double bottom pattern somewhere around 1360. So at current market price, you can go long or wait for any dips towards 1370, 1360. Cheapest take stop loss below 1350, and we can expect again price target of 1450, 1460 in upcoming time. Now you look at the Adani Power chart, it has a clear-cut breakout of ascending triangle pattern, and the breakout level were 610, 620. After that breakout, within 3 days, from 615 stock price now trading at 630, 650. So at current market price, we are not we are not asking traders or investor to go long, but any dips toward 650, 630 would be the great opportunity to enter. And if you look at the overall chart pattern, a big rounding bottom pattern or a big ascending triangle pattern breakout is there, and we can expect price target of 700 plus in very short time. So Adani Power and Adani Ports, it's very much attractive at current market price. One should go long, definitely.
Okay, fair point. I hope this has also really helped all our viewers out, identify the right set of stocks and sectors to really look at. And of course, within the Adani pack, also how to really trade is something that you've really understood at this point in time as well. I wanted to also pick up some of the other spaces like realty, construction, cement, for instance, Kiran. Especially on cement, we have some brokerage houses reports also come in trade today, especially on Ultratech. We have a CLSA report with an outperform rating there and a target price of 13,500 on the back of the conference feedback. CLSA believes they are optimistic of a demand recovery in the second half, helped by the recent government measures by way of GST rationalization. They believe while GST cuts may be fully passed on, it actually provides some headroom for medium-term price increases, considering the cost inflation. So that's what is giving them some bullish move as far as Ultratech is concerned. How are you looking at the cement basket as a whole? What's your top choice there? And how would you really play the larger construction and real estate theme through these reforms?
See, overall, definitely cement is the very important ingredients when we are playing any real estate theme, or if you wanted to go long on real estate stocks. Apart from that, the monsoon season is supposed to end, and now the moment monsoon seasons get ended, we can see some good amount of pickup in the activities into the real estate. So cement, we always have a seasonal play also. So within the cement, grassing looks very much promising for us. If you look at the stock price has given already breakout somewhere around 2,500, and after that stock price is trading into the height of high bottom pattern. Now the fresh breakout is coming on ascending triangle pattern. Stock price is trading above its all important moving averages. So grassing looks promising at its current market price. Keep a strict stop loss below 2780, 2760, and we can expect price target of 3000 in very short time. So Grasim looks promising. One more stock which we are liking, that is JK Cement. If you look at the overall chart pattern, the stock price was trading at all-time high somewhere around 7,500. After that, stock price has given a correction. Now after that correction, stock price sustaining over its 50 days moving average, multiple bullish candlesticks pattern we can see. So you can go long on JK Cement at current market price, keep a strict stop loss of 6,400. If 6,400 is not broken down, then you can again expect a very good rally on JK Cement for sure.
Okay, got that. Let's also try and understand some of the other spaces. You talked about a lot on the PSU banking space, but let's also discuss private banks as well as the NBFC names at large as well. A lot of NBFCs have a large allocation to consumer loans, and that's why we are also looking at that aspect as well in the upcoming festive season. Private banks, NBFCs, how would you play that?
So we would like to go with the private bank for sure, because NBFCs has already given a very good return since last 1 year. But within the private bank, we can see except ICICI Bank, you look at HDFC Bank, IndusInd Bank, or even a Axis Bank has not given a good return. So Axis Bank and HDFC Bank is on our radar. At current market price, you can go long on Axis Bank. There is a very good structure on daily price chart. No doubt, stock price is trading below its all important moving averages. So there is a contra play also, because the risk reward ratio is very good. So at current market price, you go long on Axis Bank. Keep a strict stop loss of 1,040. If 1,040 is not broken, then we can expect price target of 1140, 1150 in upcoming time. Coming to the HDFC, HDFC has a similar chart pattern. Stock price is a very good support of 959, 40. Stock price is not breaking down that level, then we can expect a good amount of rally towards 1,000 for sure. So HDFC and Axis is very good play within the private bank.
Okay, fair point. Let me also pull up some of the other interesting names that we can actually pull up for all our viewers to see where else can we find some moves to track in the markets. Metals and oil and gas. Let's discuss that. The real economy spaces. What's happening there? Is it on your radar or is it completely away from your radar, at least for now? Metals and oil and gas, Kiran.
So metal is on our radar, definitely. We can
Okay.
see last week, whatever the rally comes into the market, or if market sustained its penny low just because of the metal. If you look at the Nifty metal price chart, it has already given a breakout. So Tata Steel and JSW Steel is our preferred pick. Tata Steel given a very good return. So at current market price, we are not recommending to go long. But JSW Steel and Jindal Steel, this both stock you can go long at current market price also. If you look at the Jindal steel chart pattern, it is trading above its ascending triangle pattern breakout. So any dips toward 1010, 1050 would be the great opportunity to go long on Jindal steel. Keep a strict stop loss of 1,000, and we can expect target of 1100, 1200 kind of in next 1 or 2 months. So Jindal still looks promising. Similar chart pattern we can see on JSW Steel. In fact, JSW Steel is trading its all-time high also. So overall chart pattern looks very much promising. Keep a strict stop loss below 1070, 1060 for JSW Steel, and we can expect price target of 1200 for sure. So JSW Steel and Jindal Steel both looks promising. Both have a similar chart pattern only. Definitely one can go long.
Okay, fair point. Let me also ask you on some of the other spaces as well beyond the real economy spaces that we are discussing. Erstwhile favorites from the PSU basket, let me ask you on railways for instance. What's your fresh take? We've been seeing a lot of order flows that are coming in. Is that again bringing back your focus to the railways?
So within railway, there are the shift is divided. We are very much keen to buy IRCTC, but you can see the price chart is stock price is not moving from the range of 700, 800 range. Overall, there are two festival season already went out, and but stock price is not giving any kind of a return. But one thing is that last time also on Diwali time, stock price trading somewhere around 700, 750 only. After that, it has given a very good move towards 1100. And now again, price is trading at similar level. So risk reward ratio is very much favorable. You can go long at current market price, keep a strict stop loss below 680 or maybe 690. If stock price is not breaking down below that level, then at least initially we can expect 830, 850 kind of a target on IRCTC. So IRCTC is on our radar. One more stock from railway, rights is very good at current market price. Stock price is trading above its all important moving averages. Stock prices gave a breakout from double bottom pattern from 260 level. So rights has a very good chart setup at current market price. You can go long with the strict stop loss of 250. If 250 is not broken down, then you can expect price target of 310, 320 for sure.
Okay, some of the top movers, most active stocks. Let me bring up one stock for all our viewers, and that's NetWeb Technologies. Why I wanted to talk about this stock has really moved up very sharply over the last couple of sessions and weeks. And if we look at the stock now, also it's up by about 3.5% and it's hovering around 3155 odd levels. Now, when we look at the last 1 week returns, the stock has moved up 25%. Last 1 month, the stock has gone up 50% in trade as well. So that's the kind of move that you've seen just in a 1 month perspective on the stock. NetWeb Technologies, Kiran, what are you doing here?
So, if you look at the NetWeb overall chart pattern, the chart pattern looks very much promising. A big rounding bottom pattern breakout happened at 2400, and after that breakout, we can see the previous resistance of 3000 also give a breakout. So, at current market price, if anyone wants to go long, they can go long. But keeping the mind that stock price from 2500 to 3000 within 3 days only. So there will be the great volatility we can expect, and within this volatility, any dips towards 3000 would be the great opportunity to enter in this particular stock. Keep a strict stop loss below 3000, and you can expect price target of somewhere around 33, 3400 in upcoming time. So overall chart pattern is very much promising, but keep very strict stop loss of 3000.
Okay, fair point. I hope this has also helped you out. First half an hour candle is formed, viewers. Let's take another view on the markets. We are back above 25,000 mark. So we are at the day's high point on the Nifty. 25,011 is being seen. 142 points high in trade on the Nifty. Kiran, how would you look at the market inching after the first half an hour to the day's high point at half odd percent higher and above 25,000?
The overall chart pattern is very much promising, definitely. As we mentioned in the opening commentary, also index has a resistance, and that resistance is broken out with the gap. So that is a very much initially a good sign of market that market has a very good strength. Now coming to the Nifty chart pattern, index has a very good resistance of 25,100 to 25,200. Even you can see next weekly expiry, which is on 16 September, the maximum open interest somewhere around 25,000 to 25,200 only. So now we are entering into the resistance zone. So on index point of view, we are not recommending to go long at current market price. But if, absolutely you can start booking some profit on index, or you can keep your stop losses trail somewhere around 24,800 to 24,900, because if market is not able to sustain 25,200, then again we can expect some sort of profit booking where we can we can see market to drag somewhere around 24,900 to 800. So wait for the fresh buy on Nifty at least. and keep booking your profit between the range of 25,100 to 200. Coming to the Bank Nifty, so we are very much optimistic on Bank Nifty. The Bank Nifty catch-up rally should happen, and that rally should come from the PSU bank only. As we discussed about the SBI is trading at days high also. So overall chart pattern of Bank Nifty look very much promising. At current market price, you can go long on Bank Nifty for sure. Keep a strict stop loss of 54,200 if it for the intraday, and for the intraday we can expect price target of 55,000 also. So we are very much bullish or optimistic on for the Bank Nifty. But for Nifty, we are just giving a cautious view. Keep book your profits.
Okay, so got that. There you have it on the index level, viewers. You've got a viewpoint there from Kiran, how to trade the indices and where to keep your focus on, at least as of now. All right, viewers, we have come to the end of our first morning edition of Market Today, but we do want to give you a glimpse of the iPhone 17 that was launched last night. In case you missed getting all those glimpses for you, is our Business Today television team, and who's been at it and getting you all those exclusives as well. So we'll be showing you that. But before that, Kiran, are you looking at buying the new iPhone?
No, as Gaurang sir has also said, at current market price, we should we should restrict our spending and look for the investment, because present is very good. Look for the future.
All right, Kiran, thanks a lot for joining in then. But enjoy those visuals there on your screens, viewers, of iPhone 17. Take a look.
Core structure.
Alright guys, this is me giving you a quick look at the new iPhone 17 that's been launched here at the Apple event. Now, giving you a quick lowdown, 6.3 inches display. Again, this is a ProMotion display that they have introduced. 120 Hertz is what all of the iPhones now get. Moreover, the front kind of looks very similar to the older iPhone 16, but just like taking you behind the iPhone is what everybody is interested in. This is the rear camera system, 48 megapixels at the top and 12 megapixels at the bottom. They are using a new ceramic shield, which again is offering you more endurance. But again, the new A19 chipset is what people are talking about. You get multiple color variants for the new iPhone 17. This is again a new color. The inside, the battery again has been more I would say enhanced in terms of its overall efficiency. But yes, this is us giving you a quick look at the new iPhone 17 that has been launched. Now, starting price is $799. It is the same price that they launched the 16 at. So it's a good thing that Indian customers will also, in all probability, will get the iPhone at the same price. But yes, this is a quick look at the iPhone 17. These are display units right now here at the Apple Park, and getting you more access to other devices right here on the India Tower network. We'll be getting you a look at the Pro devices after that.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very quiet but modestly positive start to the Lal Street on Tuesday. The Nifty is up 68 points. Flat as flat can be is Nifty Bank, but very heavy activity on the long side on the Nifty IT index, 35,000.